West African International Schools is made up of the primary school, the middle school, and the senior school. It's a co-educational school where both moral and academics are taught. It is a school that runs both the Cambridge syllabus and the WAEC syllabus. And this is the 19th graduation ceremony. Can we please give a round of applause to this school? 19th, 1-9. Do I need to tell you about the great achievements that some of our students have made in this school? If we are to talk about that, then we'll be spending the next 1 year talking about it. However, I will not forget to mention somebody like Hawa Sane and Adijatu Jalo, who, because of their excellence, became ambassadors of Cambridge. And when you look at their textbook and posters, you only see their pictures there. Can we please clap for this group? I also have somebody called Nkechi Ogbonu, who became the youngest PhD holder in Nigeria. Can we please clap for this young girl? Sandra Aka, who was made a US citizen for participating in an intelligence test. And she became so excellent that the whole world recognized her. Madosila, who has become a world-class basketball player for winning the US scholarship to improve the skills in basketball. Please clap for these people. They are wonderful. I will not forget Adam Ajo and a few others who became a beauty pageant, while many of our students came up as runners-up. Indeed, if there's a school to send your child to, talking of academics, moral, sports, excellence, discipline, which school will it be? West African International School. Please, let's clap for West African International School. I will not forget the art competition on World Peace, organized by National Human Rights Commission, which was won by this same school, West African International School, which means even when we talk of peace, we are not left behind. When we talk of world peace, Wais is not left behind. Please put your hands together for Wais. Our admission form is out, and we're inviting you to join this league. Tell your friends, tell your families, our doors are wide opened. The teachers are ready, the facilities are ready and improving on a daily basis. We look forward to seeing you there. Thank you. Thank you. You may please be seated. Please can we give these people a round of applause? Of the prestigious school, West African International School. And so for this, we want to start with prayers. And so I want to invite Ustaz Musa Fatabi, who will be leading us.
الله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. اللهم اهدنا فيمن هديت وعافنا فيمن عافيت وتولنا فيمن توليت وباركنا فيمن آتيت. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم وبارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
For you have appointed it, we declare, let your Shekinah glory envelop us in the name of Jesus. Let our purpose for gathering be achieved in the name of Jesus and take everyone far in the name of Jesus. In Jesus' name we have prayed.
Shall we please clap for these men of God? You see, when I invited the two of them to come and give us prayers, it reminded me of some years ago when one of my colleagues, when I was in secondary school, was asked to come and lead the prayer on the assembly. He will never forget that day. He came out confidently. And what did he say? He just said, plus God, minus devil. And all the students started laughing. I am sure he will remember that day more than he will remember his birthday. Because by the time the principal finished with him, he has been able to remove the devil in him and put God in him. Please put your hands together for this wonderful man of God again. Mr. Edward Kevin.
At this point, we are moving on to the next item on for the agenda for today, and that is the national anthem that will be led by the school choir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We are moving on to the school song. Please, the graduating students must sing along the song, the school song, please. I'll call you so
I should tell you a brief history of the school.
yes. Thank you very much, Mary.
The West African International School, 2001. And the parent body is the West African Educational Foundation. West African International School is made up of the primary school, the middle school, and the senior school. It's a co-educational school where both moral and academics are taught. It is a school that runs both the Cambridge syllabus and the WAHEC syllabus. And this is the 19th graduation ceremony. Can we please give a round of applause to this school? 19th, 1-9. Do I need to tell you about the great achievements that some of our students have made in this school? If we are to talk about that, then we'll be spending the next 1 year talking about it. However, I will not forget to mention somebody like Hawa Sane and Adijatu Jalo, who, because of their excellence, became ambassadors of Cambridge. And when you look at their textbook and posters, you only see their pictures there. Can we please clap for this group? I also have somebody called Nkechi Obolu, who became the youngest PhD holder in Nigeria. Can we please clap for this young girl? Sandra Aka, who was made a US citizen for participating in an intelligence test. And she became so excellent that the whole world recognized her. Madosila, who has become a world-class basketball player for winning the US scholarship to improve the skills in basketball. Please clap for these people. They are wonderful. I will not forget Adam Ajo and a few others who became a beauty pageant, while many of our students came up as runners-up. Indeed, if there's a school to send your child to, talking of academics, moral, sports, excellence, discipline, which school will it be? West Africa International School. Please let's clap for West Africa International School. I will not forget the art competition on World Peace, organized by National Human Rights Commission, which was won by this same school, West Africa International School, which means even when we talk of peace, we are not left behind. When we talk of world peace, Wais is not left behind. Please put your hands together for Wais. Our admission form is out, and we're inviting you to join this league. Tell your friends, tell your families, our doors are wide opened. The teachers are ready, the facilities are ready and improving on a daily basis. We look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Everything. If you look at the lion, he's not the bravest, not the smartest, not the strongest, but his attitude is what makes him the king. Do you believe that? So our students are always the kings and queens when they get out of the school. The I, integrity. Of course, integrity is everything. If you lose that one, forget it. You can let go. You can't go anywhere. And the last one, service. We are always serving. Anywhere you find our students, they are serving. So at this point, we now call on our mother, auntie, sister, and friend for the next part of this program to give us a welcome remark in the person of the Executive Director, Mrs. Juko Jaba. Please put hands together as we welcome this great woman, a woman who has been committed to the tie and bolts of the development of the Gambia. The first woman to ever hold a position in the Gambia and international level. Madam Juko Jaba, thank you very much for us having you tonight.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kebi and your co-MC. Members of the high table, starting with Madam Binta Sidibe, who is the chairperson of the OIC Organizing Committee, who also is our keynote speaker this morning. Pamata Toure, who is representing our distinguished chairman, Mr. Abdoulaye Toure, who is distant. Kodu Jabang, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Tourism. Auntie Die Sawane, who was our guest speaker last year and has gladly accepted our invitation to join us today, for which we are most grateful. Now, I keep saying that for the past 4 or 5 years, I have been selecting prominent women in this country to serve as keynote speakers, and I have a reason. I showcase them so that our girls will know that they can become great, they can have an influential position in the society, they can serve their communities, they can be prominent, they can be development-oriented, etc. So Auntie Dia agreed to come last year, and we're very grateful that she has also joined us today. Next to Kodu, we have our new principal, Mrs. Zono Jame. As you are all aware, parents and students alike, that at the beginning of this current year, there was a leadership change. There was a change in the leadership cadre at Wais when our long-serving Mrs. Kanjero had to go back to her country after 15 years of meritorious and distinguished service at Wais. In fact, I wish to reiterate my homage and gratitude to her for her vast contributions in making Wais the type of school it is today. She was succeeded by Mrs. Zono Jame, who has also accumulated substantial experience in the education sector, having served in various schools, mission schools in the Gambia, and had risen up to principal headmistress level. So I would like you to welcome her. She's the new head, and she's trying to settle down, and I know that she too, as a woman, and women will always excel when they're given positions, will make her contribution accordingly. Now, having said that, the MC brought up the issue of history. He talked about the history of Wais. I have always been a passionate student of history. And I want to add just a little bit of what he has said so that we have a clear picture of the origin of Wais. Both myself and Mr. Ture, who is represented by his son, served in the Marina School Board for many years. I think Mr. Ture was chairman of the executive for about 8 years, and I was chairing the education committee for about 6, 7 years. And at that time, Marina School was the only international school. A lot of people wanted to send their kids to Marina, but these places were limited. So we decided that we would start a new comparable school so that the demand, some of those parents who wanted their kids to have that type of education can be accommodated at Wais. So Mr. Ture and myself, as founder members, invited our friends to join us, and many of them came on board. At that time, some of them were overseas working in international organizations. So that was how Wais was established. Now we are glad that there are many other, several other international schools following the footsteps of Marina and Wais. Having given that additional perspective of the history of Wais, especially how it originated, I would like to say how delighted I am to host all of you, because I'm the hostess for this event. We're very, very delighted and happy that you have joined your children and wards to celebrate this special occasion in the calendar of Wais. So we want to thank you very much for coming, and we hope that it will be an event worth attending. I want to also say that our teachers, our professional staff, must be appreciated on occasions like this, because they're very hardworking, committed, and they have not just been giving these kids educational lessons and classes, they have also been working on their character and their comportment and ensuring that they abide by our rules and regulations. As I always say, we have to make them aware, accept, and accommodate rules and regulations as early as possible, so that when they get up to the levels of serving their countries in various institutions, they would have been fully prepared, because then they would have been aware of what rules and regulations were and how it was necessary to accept them in order to ensure that there is order in society and that there is cohesion in society. So I want to, as I said, thank all of you for coming. My role is a very simple one. I want to appreciate all of you. But I would like to finally say that we are appealing to our graduates to work with a couple of teachers who have been identified and strengthen the Alumni Association. Alumni associations all over the world are a very important asset, a source of support for institutions like Wais. Various attempts have been made to set up one, but now that idea and the spirit is going to be revived by none other than Mr. Ugiribo, who has offered to spearhead the drive. And I'm just appealing to our graduates, those who are graduating today and leaving us, to assist him so that we establish a very strong alumni association. Having said that, I want to thank all of you once again and hope that you will have a memorable day with us today. Thank you.
Director, Madam Secretary, the name. And that is telling me something, that most great people, most times, have B in their names. Can I testify that? B. He knew the importance of B. He now added B to his name. Babli Mansa. B is very important. Our president now is Madam B. Before him, and is by Kroma. My colleague here will tell you, Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. B is there. So B is so important. And even on the right now, you can see that even our guest speaker has B in the name.
has to tell you that in Wais it's not all about debit and credit. It's not only about hydrogen sulfate. Neither is it about comprehension and summary. But we also indulge ourselves in lively activities. And so I want to implore all graduating students to please stand and remain standing. All graduating students, please. Will you please stand and remain standing? So please come and officially induct them into the alumni body of Wais.
Good morning. Congratulations to the class of 2024. I am Matature, a graduate of the class of 2006. Ages ago now, it seems. But I am pleased to officially induct you into the Wais Alumni Association. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. You can please be seated. Thank you. Our chairman, you are coming back because you are going to give us your remarks as the chairman of the day. And so please, ladies and gentlemen, join me as I invite Mr. Ture, who is representing his own father as the chairman of today for his remarks. Mr. Ture, you are invited. You are welcome.
Thank you, honorable MCs. Members of the high table, I stand on existing protocol. To the new school principal, teachers, administration, well-wishers, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Matal Ture, like I just introduced myself, a very proud Wais alumni, coming back to the 19th graduation ceremony of Wais. Our batch was the second. It is testament to everything that has happened over time that we're now welcoming a new set of graduates into the Wais alumni. I remember, taking it back to history as Auntie Juka started, when we were in a 3-bedroom house just behind traffic lights with the first graduating class of just 8 students. Looking at such a large number and looking at all these graduates, it is testament to everything that has been done over time. And congratulations to the administration for pushing this agenda forward. Unfortunately, my father, who looks forward to these ceremonies every single year, is unavoidably absent and has presented his statements for me to deliver on his behalf. I caveat and apologize in advance if I do not deliver them in his usual panache. Good morning, and welcome to this auspicious occasion, being held for the second time in the magnificent Sadauda Keraba Jawara International Center. It is with great pride and honor that I stand before you today, in spirit, but represented in person by my son, who is a founder student of Wais, and now working for the World Bank. Admittedly, this is me. My colleagues on the Board of Governors, management, and staff celebrate the achievement of our graduates who have reached this significant milestone in their academic journey. To our esteemed guests, thank you for gracing us with your presence. Your support and encouragement mean the world to us and to our students and the entire Wais community. To the parents and guardians, today is as much your celebration as it is for your children. Your unwavering support, sacrifices, and dedication have played a pivotal role in guiding these young minds to this point. We share in your joy and pride as we witness the fruits of your labor. To our remarkable faculty and staff, your commitment to excellence and nurturing the potential within each student has been exemplary. You have not only imparted knowledge, but also instilled values that will guide our graduates in their future endeavors. For this, we are profoundly grateful. And now, to the stars of today's ceremony, the class of 2024. Congratulations. Your hard work, resilience, and determination have brought you to this moment. Be very proud of yourselves. As you prepare to the next step in the chapter of your lives, remember that this is just the beginning. The knowledge, skills, and values you have acquired here at Wais will serve you as your foundation as you navigate the opportunities and challenges that may lie ahead. You are the future leaders, innovators, and change makers. Embrace the possibilities with confidence, pursue your passions with zeal, and always strive for excellence. Remember that success is not merely measured by accolades or material gains, but by the positive impact you make in the world and the integrity with which you serve and live your lives. As you leave the halls of Wais, always be guided by our mantra: wisdom, attitude, integrity, and service to humanity. Always carry on in life and living with you the spirit of unity, respect, and curiosity that we have cultivated together. Stay connected with your alma mater. Remember to give back to the Wais aim in one way or another, and join the Wais Alumni Association. Wais will always be a place where you are welcome and cherished. In closing, I extend my heartfelt congratulations once again to the class of 2024. May your future be bright, your dreams boundless, and your journey filled with endless possibilities. Thank you, and may this day be a day of joyous celebration of your accomplishments. Have a wonderful time.
And continue to clap for him until he has taken his seat. He's our chairman. Thank you very much. Mr. Ture, we appreciate that, and honestly, we are proud of you. Mr. Ture never knew he would be sitting here. He never knew he would be standing here to say something, but today he has done that.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is something that I feel I must share with all of you. I've just received a message from Mrs. Kanjero all the way which I would like to read for you. She is saying, I send congratulations to the class of 2024 for remaining steadfast to complete their secondary education. Get ready for the new challenges in the next step of your journeys as young adults. May God bless you all. I miss you. Then, as I said earlier, I have this very strong passion for history. As Matar was reading Mr. Ture's statement, what came to my mind was when we started Wais with the very few students, both Matar and my daughter Marianne were still at Marina, and they were in the same class. So a few months after we started Wais, I went to Mr. Ture's office and said to him, we cannot continue to leave our children in Marina. They must come to Wais, otherwise people will not take our school seriously. We need to bring them on board so that will build up the credibility of the school. Because if our own children are there, then they would at least have the impression that it's a good school. Now, when the news was shared with the two of them, they just embraced it quickly and were moved over to Wais without any resistance. And I want to appreciate that because they had friends in Marina. They were there from nursery, but they willingly accepted to do what their parents asked them to do and moved over to Wais. So Mata, thank you very much for accepting to come over to Wais at the time.
I was saying, you are sitting here today as a graduating student. You might be standing here tomorrow to talk to others. But what will make that possible? Continuous engagement of yourself, continuous development, and looking back, and having been inducted to the alumni body, we will expect that you don't forget where you started from, which is Wais. Wherever you go, whoever you become, Wais will always be on your CV. And as such, it will be nice to look back and see how Wais could grow higher. Our guest speaker, Mrs. Binta Sibi, will be inviting you, but I will invite my own principal, Mrs. Ojame, to do the introduction of our guest speaker.
Very much, Master of Ceremonies. Good afternoon, everybody. May I crave your indulgence? The day is still young. I'm looking at the CV of the guest speaker. It's almost a dissertation. This shows the volume of work she has done. I wanted to cut it short, but I felt the graduates, especially female graduates, should be able to hear what this remarkable woman has achieved. It's a daunting task, though. I have known the guest speaker for years, from a distance. She appears to be quiet, very unassuming, very friendly and down to earth. In this world, there are different types of people, and people have been born differently. Some people are born with golden spoons. They came into this world, their parents have made it, they have achieved everything. Some are born with silver spoons, and at the bottom of the ladder, there are people who are born with wooden spoons. Whatever they achieve in life, they came into the world. Their parents were not privileged. Whatever they achieved it through dint of hard work and perseverance. Our guest speaker today is no other person but Mrs. Binta Sidibe Nijame. She was born in Banjul. She's married with 5 children and grandchildren. Madam Sidibe went to Winley School. I'm not sure whether Winley School still exists, but in those days, there was Winley School. And I would not say it was the best of schools. In those days, we had schools like KG, which belonged to the Sisters of St. Joseph's of Clody, which was a school for the privileged few. Most of us did not even think of going to a nursery school because there was only one nursery school in those days, if I remember right, and I stand to be corrected. It was Ndau's Nursery School, which was the nursery school for the selected few. It was unlike what is happening today, where we have nursery schools all over the place, from Banjul to Koina, primary schools and high schools. In those days, when she went to school, and the Madam Edie, I'm sure there were only 5 high schools. And children used to sit to the common entrance, and only the best of the best had the chance of going to high school. Madam Sidibe did not only from Winley School, to show you how good she was. She passed the common entrance, went to Gambia High School, sat to the O levels, sat to the A levels, before she went to university. In those days, when people go to the 6th form, it was like somebody who has graduated with a PhD from the university, because only the crème de la crème went to university. And if you happen to go to Gambia High School today, just look at the main door. I am sure you will see their names: Mrs. Yukajaban, Mrs. Yukanjai, Binta Jame, Their names are there prominently for everybody to see. And that is a legacy that will be left to their own children, grandchildren, yet unborn. To the graduated students, anytime you have the chance of going to Banjul, going to Gambia High School, just take a walk into the hall and you look at the back. That was a privilege which was accorded to a very few Gambian students. I remember my own daughter, somebody told her, you see, you think she was working in the bank, this what you are managing belong to so and so. He said, no, listen, I'm not interested in money. Money is not what makes me tick. He said, the intelligence of a person is what makes me tick. And that is the way it should be. He said, if you go to the Gambia High School also, you will see my father's name prominently put it on the board of those who attended sixth form. Then I realized that, yes, it was true. That's something that she's proud of. She will tell her children, she will tell her great-grandchildren. Currently, Madam Binta James Sidibe is the Executive Director of the Association for Promoting Girls and Women's Advancement in the Gambia. Her passion has always been women and children, as you will see looking at her CV. From January 2020 to 22, she was chairperson in the local organizing committee of the OIC Gambia. November 2016 to date, she was Gambia's representative at the OIC Women's Consultative Council, elected by an assembly of over 550 OIC member states with 200 delegates. 2017, she was elected as a rapporteur of the OIC Women's Consultative Council. May 2019, she was elected chairperson of the OIC Gender Policy Committee. 2014-2016, she presented Government of the Gambia's report at the OIC conferences of Ministers of Women's Affairs at Azerbaijan and Turkey. Between 2014 and 2017, she regularly represented the Vice President and Minister of Women's Affairs of the Republic of the Gambia at ECOWAS, the African Union, and other international conferences. From 2015 to 17, she was selected by the Office of the President as part of the presidential delegation to the AU Heads of State Summit in South Africa and Addis Ababa, respectively. I told you about the primary school she went to, the high school she attended, but I did not tell you about the university she also attended. She attended Indiana University, USA, in America, where she did her first degree and her master's degree in development. Her work experience. Wow. Between 70 to 75, she was part-time research assistant, Gambia Cultural Archives, Office of the President, Banjul, the Gambia. She was research officer, Linguistics Department, Indiana. She has a wealth of experience. She has worked during the Jawara era, during the Yaya Jammeh era, and this is the Barrow era. That shows the wealth of experience they have and the trust that the government of the day has in her. She was an associate instructor, Indiana University, USA. She was co-editor, African Insight newspaper, Indiana University. She was research associate, Tourism Impact Study, Banjul, the Gambia. She was program specialist for USAID, Banjul, the Gambia. Between 1988 and 92, she was coordinator of the National Women's Council, planner for women's social and legal reforms under Women's Bureau. She's the Executive Director, Association for Promotion of Girls and Women's Advancement in the Gambia. She was also the Executive Director of the Women's Bureau, Office of the Vice President, and Ministry of Women's Affairs. She's a gender activist and a trainer. and also a philanthropist. She operates a skills center. It's a skills training center for female and early school leavers known as Sobaya Skills Center, which is still in existence today. It was started in 1995, when some of you were not yet born. She manages kindergarten programs for young and preschool children, known as Sobaya Nursery School. She trained women on empowerment, human rights, and other awareness creation and sensitization activities. She mounted an exhibition on Gambian culture with the Kanyalens women in that. She staged a hearing on women's empowerment with female parliamentarians of the Green Party in Bonn, Germany in 1997. She is a mother to many women and youth groups and private individuals across the country. She's a role model for young people. In 1985, she was chairperson of the conference committee of the first National Women's Week. She was a nominated member of the National Women's Council from 1987 to 92. She was the president of the Gambian Committee on Traditional Practices Affecting the Health of Women and Girls, GAMCO-TRAP. She was vice chairperson of the Association of Non-Governmental Organizations, TANGO. She was board of directors 1998 to 2000. She's currently member of the Board of Governors of the Gambia Technical Training Institute, GTTI, and chairperson of the Selection Committee, 2002 to date. She's even a visiting lecturer at MDI. She's advisor to the Gambia Women's Federation from 2006 to date. She's vice chairperson, Gender Action Team of the African Center for Democracy and Human Rights Studies. She was vice chairperson, Forum for African Women Educationalists, FAWEGAM. She was rapporteur for OIC, Women's Consultative and Advisory Council based in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, November 2016 to date. African Development Bank Institutional Support Project under the Ministry of Finance. Law Reform Commission, Ministry of Justice and Attorney General Chambers, 2014 to 2018. West African Examination Council from 2014 to 17. Special Advisor, Senegalo-Gambian Federation, 2018 to date. And the list goes on and on and on and on and on. This person is no other one than Binta Jame Sidibe. I was not surprised that she's been invited. As Madam said, she looks for prominent women. Looking at this stage, there's no woman who is more prominent than her. And Mr. Ture, I must apologize for being the only man on the high table. But I felt so good when I saw one man at the high table, only one man at the high table. That shows that the women are coming up. Girls, you don't have any excuse. You have role models in them, and you have no excuse not to do well. Madam, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Morning, how are you all? It's still morning, right? According to the schedule, I'm supposed to have 20 minutes. I hope I can present in 20 minutes. I'll just try to cut it short. Before I start, I would like to show you something here. This is the first time I've seen it anywhere I have been. That is having all women except one man. Anywhere you go, I used to see it's only men and one woman. But today, thanks to Wais, we have all these women, prominent women here, and my son here, Mr. Ture, here with us. I think this is a sign that women's empowerment is on the rise. So we have to clap for our women folk. I stand on the protocols, but I would like to mention our executive director, who is my big sister, and was my senior in school. So we looked up to them when they were in the sixth form, and we tried also to come to the sixth form. That is your executive director, Madam Duka Fatou Jabang, and the chairperson of the board, who is being represented by his son, Mata Toure, and of course my able grandma, who is now the chairperson of the National Women's Council, Mrs. D.A. Sawane, and I have your principal, who's a colleague I know for a long time, Zono Jame, and of course my daughter, Mrs. Kodu Jabang, who is the permanent secretary, Minister of Tourism. The chairperson and the executive director, the principal and staff, and you, the graduating students, the parents, and the other students also, but they are not here, but I send them my greetings from the junior schools. I understand you also have a primary school and others. Invited guests, the parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen, all other protocols duly and respectfully observed. It gives me great honor and a pleasure and privilege that I stand before you here today as your guest speaker at this 19th graduation and prize-giving ceremony to award high school diplomas to over 100 students who have excelled academically and have displayed exemplary behavior over the years. I say congratulations to you all for yet another successful graduation and school year. 19 years of graduation for a private academic institution such as Wais is no mean feat. Therefore, your entire academic and auxiliary staff, including your principal, Madam Jame, must be commended for the hard work, the perseverance, the resilience, and for a job well done. The school Wais has a very good reputation, and as you seek new opportunities, many challenges ahead of you, I urge you to be ambassadors of your school. Nelson Mandela, as we have all heard his name, those who have not seen him, but we have heard his name. He was a president of South Africa, and he had many challenges, being in prison for 27 years, and then became president of South Africa, the first black president. But he said something about education. He said, education is a powerful tool that you can use to conquer the world. And he conquered the world, not by fighting, but by education. The beautiful thing about learning is that nobody can take it away from you. It goes with you to the grave. That's why, when a very knowledgeable person dies, we hear comments like, a great library is buried with his or her knowledge. So the reason why your executive director and your school asked some of us, like last year they had the chairperson of the National Women's Council, and today they have me, because you have role models here. You don't have to go outside to look for role models. We are here to guide you, to give you examples. Like we say in all of, fila judo, fila yaro, fila magoy, fila teke. I didn't have to, although I went for studies in the United States, but my whole life I spent here to give my nation, to give back to my nation and my government what they have imparted in me. So our own stories, we learn from others. I mentioned Nelson Mandela, but we also have our own stories. And I want to really give you a little bit about my own story to show you the importance of education. That education is very important. When we went to nursery school, because I didn't go to nursery school, but when we were at primary school, we are having this song, learning is better than silver and gold. Some may not take it seriously. Why is learning better than silver and gold? So I'll give you my own story today and tell you the power of education. Because, when people get married here, or when a young woman is getting married, what do we ask for a dowry? In most cases, we would say, what do we ask for? A bed, a house, a luxury car, nice clothes. That's what we ask for. That's what we think is appropriate for us. But then the learning is most important. When my husband of blessed memory wanted to marry me, do you know, can anybody guess what I asked for a dowry? Can anybody guess? This is going to be interactive. Can you guess what did I ask for a dowry? Me, what did I ask for? Can I hear somebody? School fees, yes, that's good. Okay, I asked for education. I was 19 years old. I told him, I want to learn. Lafta karanale, that's in Mandinka. Damabuga janga. So he fulfilled his promise, and he told me, definitely, I'll give you an opportunity to learn. You see, at 19 years old, I was smart enough. I didn't marry him until he got me the scholarship and my visa in my hand. And he allowed me to go because he had other wives. I got married on a Thursday, and on Saturday I was off to the United States. So with that education, with all that they have spoken about, that your principal introduced me, you can have a house, it can burn down, you can have gold, it can be stolen, you can have a car, it's spoiled today, you go to the garage, tomorrow you fix it. But what is in here is always there. So I graduated in 1978 with a bachelor's honors, being one of the first female graduates, like my sister, in the country. And those days, we were not looking for jobs. Jobs were looking for us. That's another good example of education. And you can, with your education, you can buy all the gold you want, you can buy all the beautiful clothes you want, you can buy everything. But that education will give it to you. It will not get spoiled. It will not say it's been stolen. Nobody can steal that education from you. So it's important. Another example was when I was appointed Executive Director of the Women's Bureau by former President Jammeh, and also this President Barrow later appointed me as this OIC. I was the chairperson of the whole organizing committee. You know what my mother told me? And my mother was not educated. I'm from humble beginnings. My father was not educated, my mother was not educated. They came from Baribu to settle in Banjul. And you know what my mother told me? He said, Binta Jammeh. That's how she would normally call me. Now I know the value of education. I said, why, Mom? She said, because the older you get, the more valuable it is with education. You see, you thought you finished your career, and now they are appointing you to these positions. So education is really valuable, and I thank them for allowing me to finish my education, not succumbing to our family members out there in Badibo, asking them to let me leave school and get married. They insisted, and I thank both my parents for that, for knowing that the value of education. So for you all, I think these are bright examples for you to know that education is very important. So I now come to the main theme of my address, which there are two words I've used. They are interrelated: faith and confidence. I am not a religious scholar as such, but to me, to have faith, first and foremost, is to believe in Allah or God, your creator. But secondly, you have to believe that with God, everything is possible. Then secondly, Faith is about believing in yourself and live with the conviction that you can do whatever you want if you follow the right path. Having faith in yourself, your parents, of course, your teachers, and in believing that they have all the good intentions for you, and if you listen to them and abide by their advice, for me, having faith in myself and my parents has guided me to this day, to whatever I do and whatever I am today. If you have faith in God, your parents, and yourselves, you can move mountains. However, faith is not about folding your hands and say, God is in control. It's true, Allah is in control. But you know the saying, Allah or God helps those who help themselves. That's the famous adage. Moving on to confidence again, it's the same thing, to believe in oneself, to have self-worth, self-esteem, trusting yourself, loving yourself too, and being yourself. Because sometimes us, the young ones, even the elderly ones, we make mistakes and we run into certain difficulties and challenges because we do not believe in ourselves and we don't want to be ourselves. You have to be ourselves. Your principal just said, I came from humble beginnings. I went to Winley Primary School. That was in Abdai in Banjul. Not many people know that school now. The school has now been changed to Sadauda, together with Malfa School. But we believed in ourselves. We believed in our teachers. We believed in our parents. And we had the resilience and the zeal to be educated, to know that one day we will achieve great things. So with self-confidence, you don't allow people to live your life for you. We always hear about peer pressure. Friends, schoolmates, even family members trying to lure you into things that are not good for you. And you will hear, and to lead you into trouble. You know, as a women's rights activist or a gender activist, the phrase that I always say is, I will not allow anyone to take my happiness from me. You have to know what you want, and you have to, that's the meaning. Nobody should take your happiness from you, nobody should take your self-worth from you, and nobody should take your honesty and integrity away from you. Confidence is all about knowing what you want and going for it. If the first time, you should have the confidence to accept failures. For me, I don't have failure in my vocabulary. I always say challenges. You don't fail. Sometimes you have challenges on the way, but then you move on. And you keep on trying. And don't be discouraged. You will realize your dreams, inshallah. Barack Obama once said in his motivational speeches, he said, the most successful people in the world have had a lot of failures, but I would call it a lot of challenges. He mentioned Bill Gates, as you know, and so many others. They have had failures, but that did not stop them. They had the confidence to get up again and move on and try again. This opposite of self-confidence, therefore, I would say is self-doubting your knowledge, doubting your skills, doubting your abilities, and not trusting yourself. But confidence, like I told you, it has to go with humility. Because we sometimes hear people saying, "Kidafa overconfidence, mota pass with exam." They say it because you believe that you know it all. Having confidence doesn't mean that you know it all, and you cannot be arrogant. You have to be humble. Then you can move forward. And then you don't have to be rude. And then with confidence, you have to have a direction and a vision in your life. Where do you want to go? What do you want to achieve in this life? In this life, you need to be in the driver's seat of your own life and decide for yourself where you want to go. Of course, with advice from your teachers, your parents. But then, if you are not in your own driver's seat, I'm sure you cannot succeed. See, in as much as we have our own formal education, I was talking when I started, I said how important education is. But we have our own, I call it traditional system of education. And the best practice and teachings of our parents, our grandparents, our communities, we had people talk about it here, from our community elders. These are certain advices and of course, and counseling, like I learned from my parents. My father used to tell me, Binta Jamme, I said, in Mandinka, you know what is good? How do you tackle a treacherous person? A person who wants to lure you into trouble. I said, no, I don't know. He said, the answer is always refuse. Always say no. If somebody asks you to jump in the well, if you refuse, he cannot really tell you to jump into the well or convince you or lure you into jumping into the well. And that is where I come into peer pressure. The social media. We know the social media is good. It's our age, information technology. See, I'm using an exercise book to write. I'm not using a computer. We are born before computers. But we have to be very careful about the social media. We have to be very careful about what we post on the internet. The internet should be used for us to learn, to do research, and to learn positive things. Because if we don't do that, we may do certain things and allow peer pressure. Somebody has posted this on the internet, okay, I'm going to do that. And you know, whatever goes into the internet, it stays there. I don't know later, but for now, I don't know any technology that will remove anything from this social media. It is there. So I think we have to be very careful about the social media. And we think about what we do. As we say, look before you leap. Look before you leap. So anyway, to sum it all, what we need with faith and confidence, we need to respect ourselves. See, if you respect yourself, you will respect others. And we have to have honesty, integrity, and a positive attitude. We honor your hard work and you celebrate your success. So, Madam Chairperson, Board of Directors of the school, I started my address with the importance of education, and I would like to end with education. Education, education. Good education must be guided by a good character, a good behavior, and service to your people, your family, your friends, your neighbors, your community, and the nation at large. And I'm happy that the meaning of your school, Wais, I just learned about it. It's about wisdom, attitude, integrity, and service. So service is very important. Good service to your people who have high hopes on you, your parents especially. They have high hopes on you. That's why they have sent you to Wais to be educated and to be better citizens, because the character is also important. So you have to continue your quest for knowledge and explore new opportunities. Learning never stops until the day you die. Once again, I congratulate all of you for your academic excellence and good leadership. I thank you all for your kind attention.
I think we should clap for her more than we have done. Thank you, Madam. We really appreciate that lecture, I won't call it. She said the first one is education, and she said the second one is education. And went ahead to say there is a third one, which is education. And in life, we are faced with different things, different alternatives. And she competence will make us a better. Thank you for sharing this knowledge with us. We will treasure it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, teachers, parents, and my fellow survivors. It is an honor to stand before you today as the head girl of this remarkable institution. As we gather to celebrate our graduation, I am filled with immense pride and gratitude for the journey we have shared, the achievements we have reached together. This moment is a testament of our hard work, our perseverance, and the unwavering support we have received along the way. First and foremost, let us take a moment to give thanks to the Almighty God for guiding us, blessing us with strength, and granting us the opportunity to reach a significant milestone. Graduation is a time of reflection and anticipation. It is a moment to look back on the memories we have created, the lessons we have learned, and the friendship we have forged. It is also a time to look ahead to the endless possibilities that the future holds for each of us. You see, when we first walked through the door of this school, we were filled with excitement, we were filled with uncertainties. We faced challenges that seemed insurmountable and experienced moments of triumph that reminded us of our potential. But through it all, we not only grew as students, but we also grew as individuals. Our journey has been guided by the unwavering support of our teachers. They have been our mentors, our motivators, and our second family. Their dedication to our success has been a constant source of inspiration. So to our teachers, we say thank you. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your wisdom. And thank you for believing in us, even when we doubted ourselves. Your commitment to our education has shaped us into the individuals we are today. And we are forever grateful to your guidance. To our parents and families, your support has been our foundation. You have been our cheerleaders, our confidants, and our pillars of strength. Your sacrifice, encouragement, spiritual and financial support have made this day possible, and for that, we are forever indebted and grateful. We know that behind every achievement, there's a parent or family member who provided a love, support, and sometimes a gentle push into the right direction. We thank you for your unwavering belief in us and for standing by our side throughout this journey. To my fellow survivors, or my graduates, we have navigated this journey together. We have laughed, we have cried, and we have grown alongside one another. Each of you have left an unerasable mark on my heart, and I am proud to have shared this chapter with you all. As we step into the next phase of our lives, remember that the bond we always share. We have been each other's support system, study partners, and friends. The memories we have created here will stay with us forever, and the lessons we have learned will guide us as we move forward. You see, as the outgoing head girl, I have had the privilege of witnessing the incredible potential within each of us. I have seen the creativity, the resilience, and the determination that define our class 2K24. We are a generation poised to make a difference, to challenge the status quo, and to leave our mark on the world. Let us embrace the future with the same passion and enthusiasm that has brought us to this moment. Let us be fearless in our pursuit of our dreams and unwavering in our commitment to make a positive impact. The world needs our voices, our ideas, and our leadership. Our time at this institution has equipped us with more than just academic knowledge. We have learned the importance of empathy, the power of collaboration, and the value of perseverance. We have faced challenges that tested our limits and emerged stronger than ever. This experience has prepared us for the journey ahead, where we undoubtedly encounter new obstacles and opportunities. As we venture into the unknown, let us remember the lessons we have learned, the support we have received. In few years to come, I hope we return back to give back to this school that has given us so much, ensuring that future students can also experience the same support and the same inspiration as us. In closing, I leave you with the words of Randolph Waldo Emerson that says, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters to compare to what lies within us. As we move forward, let us carry within us the lessons we have learned, the friendship we have cherished, and the dream that drives us. Let us be guided by our faith and believe that we have the power to make a difference. Now I kindly ask the graduates of Class 2K24 and the Class 2K26 to please stand up. Move your tassels from the right to the left. Hold your caps. On the count of 3, let's shout together, we made it. 1, 2, 3. We made it! Congratulations, class of 2K24. Our journey is just beginning, and I have no doubt that our future is bright. Thank you, and may God bless you all as we embark on these new chapters of our life. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Ms. Okoye, for that brilliant speech. And of course, that is how we do it here. Our students are just remarkable. Which is Wais Gambia, 2001. Wais, W-A-I-S, Gambia, 2001. So if you log into that page, you can see us live and you can share with your brothers, sisters, family members who are not able to come tonight. All right, our choir team are ready now to give us the song. So please welcome them as they come in. The team lead, Mary Gomez.
When there's no weed and there's no cigar. Now you there, I don't know why.
Correct. Full choir team for that wonderful performance. We now need to go to the next program for the day. That is the distribution of certificates and prizes.
Them say, them tell you say you can never be the one. Can't say, make I tell you say that you can change in 1 month, in 1 week. You say a new song in 2 days, less than that, you will hear congratulations, congratulations, he has done it for you, and you will come back with a new. Them say that I can never be yours. I've seen that. God is richer than that. Who will come back with the Lord? Nobody. Who can change his mind through many years, in many ways? I have seen his faithfulness ever.
All right. Please, a short announcement. If there is anyone who is representing Trust Bank here present, can you kindly come to the anyone from Trust Bank? Thank you, thank you. All right, back to the song, please. All right, on to our next program for today. Juma Yasilo, please come forward to collect your. Yeah, given by the head. Fatima Sili. All right, she's the best student in the English language and also mathematics. Fatima Sili. now. All right, we'll now move on to the Form 3 students. Again with the Form 3 students, we kindly invite Dr. Umesi to help us in the distribution of the diploma certificates. Dr. Umesi, please. Darlington, Jogonu, Darlington, please help in the distribution of the prizes. Basira D. Akindele. Basira Akindele. Our next student placed is Marvelous Akinoa. Marvelous Akinoa. Followed by Benis Benjamin. Benis. Followed by Christopher Campbell. Christopher Campbell. Followed by Binta Cham. Binta Cham. Binta Cham. Binta Cham. She's a part of the group from 3. Followed by Ibrahim Akol. Ibrahim Akol. Emildin. Followed by Mamadou Yaya Diallo. Muna Dukure. Let's do it fast. Followed by Michael Eden. Michael. Then followed by Faith Eleno. Faith Eleno. It's Kuning, all right? No. The guest speaker for this. Thank you so much. We appreciate. We now call on the guest speaker. All right. ISA to MBN file. ISA to MBN file. Ami Fofana. Ami Fofana. Followed by Gerald to Fofana. Followed Mane. Mohamed S. Bumane. We now move on to Zara Hamoud. Zara Hamoud. Move on to Fauzi G. Ikorigichi. Fauzi, please. Followed by Favor. Followed by Lamin Jane. Followed by Lalama Jete. And then we have Habibatu Jallo. All right. We'll now move on to the next set of students. For this time around, we thank Fauzi Karim. Fauzi Karim. All right, thank you very much, Madam Loretta. Thank you. Our Japanese. Followed by Ibrahim Jawara. Next, we have Papa Sar Job. Papa Sar Job. Papa Sar Job. Then we have Tamasa B. Job. Tamasa B. Job, the master himself. The master himself. Followed by Fatu Bintu Keita. Followed by Fatu Pointer. Followed by Fatimata Makajang. Fatimata Makajang. Okay, let's pick a place. We don't have time. Followed by Samasa Makuje. Samasa Makuje. Followed by Kadera Jan, followed by Zenabu Saho. Zenabu Saho. We have the next to this is Kumba Soul. Kumba Soul. And finally on the list we have Sarata Soul. Yeah, that's the end of the Form 3 class. Thank you very much, our able guest speaker. Thank you so much, thank you so much. Grade 12 students. The grade 12 students. And this prize will be distributed by, we now invite Matar Toure to help us in the distribution of these prizes. Matar Toure. Thank you. Student is Khadijatu Esba. Then followed by Fatimata Bojang.
One from this student.
No, I didn't see that. Followed by Yoma Praise. Yoma Praise. Followed by Mafatufa. Followed by Papa Chamfai. Chamfai. followed by our El Haidara. Our El Haidara, followed by Kambi Khan. Kambi, Keba Khan. Keba Khan. Followed by Senabu Kambi. Senabu Kambi, followed by Fatu Kante. Followed by Fatimata Kijera. Followed by Aji Aisatu Mane. Aji Aisatu Mane. Hello. All right. Sorry, De Aisha Mane. De Aisha Mane, please. Followed by Kadi Maron. Kadi Maron. Jeneba Njai. Jeneba. Here. Katrina. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Toure. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, thank you. All right, thank you very much, Mr. Toure, for able Mrs. Kodu Jaban, and she will do it from the high table. No. Okay. Followed by Mambia Sin Sen. Mambia Sin Sen. Followed by Janke Saho. Janke. Followed by Fatu C. Fatu C. Followed by Laura 2 So. Followed by Laura 2 So. Followed by Idrissa Toure. Idrissa Toure. And finally on the list is Aissatou Wage. Aissatou Wage. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay, please. Aissatou Jallo from 3, can you please come forward? Aissatou Jallo. Aissatou Jallo from 3.
It's now for the Form 5. Students in Form 5. Halia Akindele. Thank you. Uma Mamadou Ba. Ibrahim Mba.
Is it Umar Ba?
Yes. Ibrahim Mba. Jainaba Bojan. Ibrahima MK Sisi. Sambo Conte. Sambo Conte.
This one is on field. So we'll call the guest speaker again.
Satan Dabo. Howard Diallo. Jainaba Dro. Binta A. Fati. Ibrahima Fati. Ibrahima Fati. Aisatu El Fati. Yara Gassama. Yusuf Ahmad. Yusuf Ahmad. Congratulations, Yusuf. Where are your capital? Thank you, Mrs. Joe. Mrs. Joe, you will please have your seat. Thank you.
Thank you. The last one.
That's Thank you, Mrs. Joe. We appreciate you. I invite our guest speaker once again to please help us with his presentation. Fatmata Jaiti. Safia to Jame. Mohamed Jawara. Hassan Jeng. Aisatu Yamundao Jeng. Usainu Jeng. Usman Jeng. Adijatu Joe. Nancy Johnson. Anin Yani Kalong. Kazim Kadagi. Jainaba Konate. Sambo Conte. Sambo Conte. 12. Abdullah Njai. Alicia Precious Clark. Alicia Precious Clark is on her way. Masana Kote. Aji Adam Low. Chime Merezie. Chime Merezie Destin Madu.
We have missed this thing. So call him, Mohammed Alpha Kamara.
Mohammed Alpha Kamara. Mohammed Alpha Kamara. Is that Destin? Maimuna E. Mane. Maimuna E. Mane. Sambo Marong. Sambo Marong. Adijatu Mbai. Martha Mendy. Maimuna Tamsi Ndao. Tamsi Ndao. Alassane Jai. Otsanya Ochobi. Peter Okafor. Esther Oyedikachukwu Okoye. Olubiyi. Olivia Emmanuel Peters. Olivia Emmanuel Peters. Zainab Sambo. Aishani. Is Matilda here? Aisha Matilda. Oluwatamilore Sani. Maimuna Sonko. Maimuna Ture. Chukwuka Nathan Umesi. And lastly, I have Maimuna Vincent. Maimuna Vincent.
Where's Maimuna? Maimuna what?
Vincent. We have resorted this one.
We have exhausted. So,
Mohamed Jah.
All right, please, control room, can you please pause the music for now?
Thank you very much. I know it has been a long morning, a long day, and we have come to the tail end of our program today, which is very important, is the award of prizes to best students in various subjects in the school. Now, we are focusing on those students who are graduating today. And I would like to just crave your indulgence so that we go through it very quickly. Traditionally, these prizes have been provided in the past by board members who voluntarily would provide prizes for different subjects depending on their own area of operations. Like I do the best prize for English literature, which is my own field. The chairman would always do the best prize for sports, because he's a distinguished sportsman, economics. Professor Carr would offer the prize for ITC. Mr. Yusufa Carr would offer a prize for economics as well. And Auntie Abo Foster would offer a prize for mathematics or accounting. So these are some of our shareholders who have been providing this kind of support to graduating students. So we will go through this part of the program very quickly, and then I would invite the chairman of the Special Events Committee to do a vote of thanks. I would now like to invite Auntie Nene Baji, if she's still around, because I called out earlier, but I don't think she was available. Is she here? To come and assist with this. She's still not around. Okay, then we can start with Trust Bank. Trust Bank, the truly Gambian bank, who has been supporting us since the inception. Mr. Palmer Kumbanja is also supporting 2 prizes. He's distant, but he would have been here with us today. So I would like to invite the Trust Bank representative to give out the awards to the 3 best students in mathematics, in business, accounting, and business studies, accounting, and is it commerce? And economics.
Economics,
Yeah. So please, Jainaba, you have the floor.
Yeah.
You have the names.
Yeah, I have the names.
Okay.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the board, management, and staff of Trust Bank, I hereby present these awards to these 3 best outstanding students for 3 subjects, in these various 3 subjects. As a tradition, Trust Bank, we do this as part of our corporate social responsibilities. As a stakeholder, we contribute in vital economic sectors of the economy, like the education, health, sports, and different sectors, but most importantly, the education sector. And West African International School, being a very long-standing customer of Trust Bank, our able mother here, she's my mom, and a good friend of mine, very easy to work with, definitely. I hereby present this award for these 3 best students in the form of a savings account, worth of $8,000 as an opening account for these students. Now, I know this will be a good startup for these students, and then to also tell their parents to encourage them to be doing savings before they reach university. I'm sure this will be very beneficial. And then to encourage our young ones also, the young ones, the primary and the middle school also, to emulate and also come and take this award maybe next year also. We have this award as it is a tradition for Trust Bank. So I call on Hadija to Job. She's also a Nobel to receive this award. Hadija too. Okay, let me just remove this. This is your award. Let me just put the mic. Beneficiary of this award by the name Maimuna Imane. The next award goes to Chimeri Meze, Destin Madu, for Best Business Studies. Business Studies. The females took the two, so I'm proud of being here. I'm proud. Congratulations. Executive Director, thank you, thank you.
Donated by the Trust Bank. We would now adopt our bottoms-up approach. Bottoms up, huh? Yes. Okay, bottom up. And the next set of awards will be targeting grade 6.
Grade 6.
Grade 6.
We have given them. We have given them.
Free. They took their award?
Yes. Mathematics.
The checkpoint class. And we would like to invite Mamadou Yaya Jallo, who was the best student in mathematics.
The diploma and the cash prize.
Zono.
The diploma and the cash prize.
Mr. Gomez?
Yes.
Mr. Gomez?
Mr. Gomez, please, can you join us? Best score in mathematics in the middle school. Mohammed F. Gumane, still in the middle school. Yeah, he is the best student in English. He has an envelope to go and buy ice cream, because now you don't buy books. They don't like reading. They go to Google. So it's an envelope and a certificate. Next, last but not by any means least, we have the best student in the middle school in science. It is awarded to Tamasa Bijo. Thank you. Let me invite Auntie Nene Baji, Mrs. Job, to come and join us. Yes, she's here. For the next, we go to Was.
Yes.
We do Was. Is an accumulation of subject prizes. English language, mathematics, further maths, chemistry, physics, biology, geography. all those prizes are going to Catherine Chiamaka Oledima of grade 12. So she's the one she's coming. She's the one who has all these prizes. Congratulations.
Please let's know the next one.
The next subject civic education and government, 3 subjects. And the best student in these 3 areas in the grade 12 class is Zainab Dasu.
Okay, come. Okay, then two.
Now invite the representative of Chairman Ture to do the final award. Hello. Please join us. We are looking at 2 more subjects, economics and commerce. The best student in those 2 in the worst class is Ndai Aishamani.
Okay.
And the final subject area, which is agricultural science in the worst stream, goes to favor Okeke. We are moving to the IBCSE group, the Cambridge group, which is history, and it is won by Laura Tussaud. Final segment, which is the Cambridge group, the IGCSE group. And here we have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 subjects being won by one person. That is English as a first language, mathematics, additional math, physics, chemistry, and biology. Cumulatively going to Oluwanifemi Oludini. Our distinguished elder. Congratulations. Sociology and literature in English in the Cambridge group goes to Nancy Johnson. Chimeremezi Destin Mado. Oh, okay.
Mane. Maimuna Mane. Need the microphone. She has gone.
The award for and the sports award also goes to him. Peter Okafo is receiving 2 awards. Are you happy? Keep it up.
Okay, now okay.
Design and Technology Award goes to Maimuna Sonko. Maimuna Sonko. And finally, Geography goes to Otsania Ochoyi. Do you have any more? Okay, what? Art and design. Design and technology. Can we have Kumaso? Design prize, huh? Congratulations.
Hello.
Well, let me give you one final dose of my penchant for history. I'm sure it will be a big surprise to all of you to know that our present principal, Zonokoli, as she was called, was my student at St. Joseph's High School in 1975. Yes. So I'm so proud that we're able to get her here on board, and she's doing so well. She has a lot of experience which Wais will benefit from. So as I keep telling you, I like talking about history. But I would like to invite the chairperson or chairman of the Special Events Committee of Wais, who was the chief organizer of this event. But as I said earlier, at the beginning of the year, there was a drastic, what the French call rupture in the academic cadre of the school. In addition to letting the principal retire, the vice principal, Mr. Shiku, also retired. And today, as you can see, we have, well, not new, but fairly new people coming into this management of this particular event when it comes to the award of certificates. Mrs. Akulu and Mr. Shiku and not Shiku, Mr. Shegi and all of them. Parents are familiar with Mrs. Wilson-Jones as well as Sarata. Now both of them are absent today, and you can see the difference. They've been fundamental actors in activities like this. Sarata is away on confinement leave, and Mrs. Malu has relocated to the US. So I want to pay homage to all of them, including Mr. Shitu, who are not here with us today. So on that note, I would like to invite the chairperson of the Special Events Committee to do a vote of thanks, whilst at the same time reiterating my gratitude to the members of the board of directors who generously provided funds for this crisis. Thank you very much. Mr. Chairman.
On behalf of the management and the board of directors of West Africa International School, I would like to thank you all for gracing this memorable occasion, which is the 19th in the history of the school. We thank you, members of the high table. We thank the corporate organizations who have sponsored some of the prizes. We thank the school and entrusted your children into our care. I would like this opportunity to inform you that Wais is going through a lot of transformation, as said by the executive director, and we would like to encourage you to keep on entrusting your children into our care. I would like to seize this opportunity to thank the members of the committee, all staff members present, and distinguished ladies and gentlemen for making this occasion a glorious one. We thank you all.